The lady of the house school continued. There was writing class that day, and we wrote poems. Thank goodness that's something I'm not bad at. I looked at the poem from Chelsea, a very fancy 19-year-old student. It's about herself. Young maiden, oh so fair, with pink clothes and chestnut hair, but the girl by her needs first aid. Why, she seems just like a maid. I said, I don't look like a maid anymore, Chelsea. But you still act like one, she replied. When writing teacher marked my poem, I was sure I'd get an A. But, my, this pretty should be charming or exquisite, and your handwriting is childish. A B- for Madeline. Then it was singing class time. Yep, we sang classical songs with singing teacher's old radio. Then she told us that since we did so well, we can sit and chat for the rest of the lesson. Everyone was delighted. I learned that happy isn't fancy enough. Suddenly, singing teacher cried out, "The principal is coming! She'll scold us if she sees us playing. Quick, sing!" So we sang till the principal went from our window. Singing teacher told us, "Never mess up in front of the principal. Pretend you're doing well." La 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 la. The first month was long. On the Friday of the fourth week, indeed, there are no classes on weekends, writing teacher says, "Congratulations to Madeline for significant improvement in writing. Do come up here for a curtsy. Clap, students." I curtsied, no longer wobbly. Then the principal called me to her office. "Your teachers tell me you are improving very much. Here's a gift." She gave me a second-handed but still nice dress. I was glad they were proud of me. I curtsied again. Oh, how glorious to enjoy the free weekend. Although manners teacher still watches us during meal times, she doesn't frown at me so much anymore. I curled my hair like all those, we, sophisticated young ladies do. I decided to go on a walk in the garden in my new dress. Manners teacher was in front of me, looking quite different without her teacher uniform on. When a maid curtsied at her, she nodded and moved on. So I nodded too, and the maid curtsied again. It was lunchtime. I sat down daintily. Then I noticed that my cutlery isn't cushioned by my napkin. Be stern and serious, the teachers have taught me. "Maid," I said sternly, "my napkin isn't in place." "Sorry, miss," apologized the maid while arranging my napkin. Time seemed to fly past. The principal told us one day, "It's getting cold these days. You're required to wear coats and shawls, ladies." I got a coat from the spare clothes box, and even had a few words with a dainty maiden called Lavinia. "It is quite chilly these days, Miss Lavinia." "I suppose, but we do look good in shawls." I can't believe that it's the last day of school. I'm going home today. I looked at my list of learned words with nice handwriting, my rose sewn on a pillowcase, and my handmade tarts. I felt so proud of myself, and I'm sure my family shall be proud too. It's the last day of school. The principal hands out gifts. "Chelsea Kendall, congratulations for having best manners." The girl got a warm hat. "Jessica Gray," the young cooking expert, got a hand warmer. "Madeline Pine." I scurried upstage. She gave me a beautiful dress. For most improvement in the term, I curtsied, elegant as ever. Then I put on the dress, packed my suitcase, and waved to the proud principal. I couldn't wait to make my little sister proud too. I hopped off the train and walked towards home, catching people's attention. It made me surprised that no young man carried my suitcase at the station, as any footman would do. Then I saw Martha. "Maddie!" cried she, running into my arms. "How you've grown," I said, "but call me Sister Madeline, not Maddie." I stepped into the house elegantly. "But Maddie, why don't you perform tripping over the doormat? You always did before." "Trip? Martha!" snapped I. "I'm a proper lady now." "How are your skills now, Madeline?" "Quite well," said I. "I can bake a tart, sway rows, sing a lullaby, and teach Martha all the manners she needs. And don't eat whole grain bread. It's too plain for ladies. Can you take my suitcase to my room, Father?" We walked upstairs to my room. After putting my suitcase in my room, Father left. I stared in horror at my closet, with clothes suited for a maid. "Oh dear," I said, throwing at various clothing. It wasn't until I almost cleared my closet till I saw Martha. "You have changed," she said. "Yes, but it's good change," smiled I. "I'll make you tarts, and you won't have to eat whole grain bread anymore. You can listen to me sing lullabies." "No, you have changed more than that," she said, and left the room, leaving me alone. I stood in surprise for a second when I saw the jukebook I made on the floor. I realized with a sudden jolt that I wasn't Maddie anymore. I was stern and serious. I snapped instead of telling jokes. I was no longer the sister Martha loved.